Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to make a video to answer to Gold Roy from my comments. He asked why nature causes such devastating destructions like floods, earthquakes, cyclone, etc. If we are mystical beings, why we can't stop this and save thousands of lives. And I'm gonna try to answer to you now. Because this is the point. When we are mystical, when you accept the fact that we are mystical beings, you accept the fact that we are divine. Divine means that we have, what is divine? I mean, in nature we have the part of nature that creates, and we have the part of nature that destroys. It's always been like that. Since when we were born, you know, we have to face bad things. Is nature. In nature, in the cycle of nature, you know, the cycle of life. When you go in the forest, animals kill other animals. Some animals live, some animals die. Is what is needed to keep the balance of things. When you understand that we are mystical beings and we are divine and we are part of an ecosystem, we are part of energy moving, you realize that there is always gonna be a part of mystery in our life. So if you see the Milky Way, just imagine it in front of you. You know, is an accumulation of stars that follow certain pattern, that has certain energy that works in certain way, certain direction and whatever. You can see this even in the planet Earth. I mean, birds follow certain vibration, certain, and you know, they migrate. According to what? According to energy, according to season, etc. So everything has a rhythm, everything has a plan that you cannot control. And if you go to the forest, there is no law there. That, you know, if it's a cycle of life. Somebody lives, somebody die. It's just meant to be like that. It's always been like that. Nature does not judge. Nature does not say, oh, I could save thousands of deer this month. The deers that needs to die will die according to nature law. This is what will happen. I mean, of course, us by evolving, we could actually save people because we could create instrument to predict the earth movement and, you know, catastrophe. We could prevent them and save people. But at the same time, you need to understand that there is something that goes beyond us. Yes, we can evolve, but we cannot control the universe. If something was meant to be, it will just be. If we are meant to be extinct, we will extinct. I mean, if an asteroid tomorrow hit the planet Earth and everyone dies, we cannot stay here in agreement or disagreement about what we could have done. If it's going to happen, it will happen. I'm just saying that when you face life in a mystical point of view, you understand that death and evil and ugly things are required. They are part of the process. It's part of it. Things that happen in the planet Earth, from wars to natural catastrophe and stuff that maybe we don't even know in the outside, I mean outside of planet Earth. You know, if there is another Milky Way somewhere in the infinite space, and just for some natural causes the planet die, if they didn't evolve in us to prevent it or to save the people, or to move planet and just, you know, take all the people and just move in another planet and start a life, this probably was meant to be. maybe the fact that they were not evolved than us was not meant for them to be, to exist. Nature would not allow something that is not functional to survive. That is nature, law. When we decide that we became more intelligent than the natural law, we are foolish. We are fooling ourselves, because we are not omniscient. We need to accept that. We don't know everything. Science doesn't know so many things. We don't even fully comprehend all the mystery of our past. We don't fully comprehend people behavior, history, catastrophic events, evil. So, having this ego of controlling and putting yourself basically in the position of the natural law is wrong, is foolish. I make many examples like this. It's like, I don't know, like in very successful story of people, for example, that they became successful with some project to help people, for example, that has been raped. If they did not receive that treatment first, they wouldn't have gone in this path. So the evil was necessary to happen for the person to see more failure. In other things, like very small thing of day-to-day life, I can make a lot of other examples on this nature. Like, I don't know, we are tired of mosquito bite people, so we decide to invent pesticide and medicine to kill all the mosquitoes in the planet. Maybe the mosquito, not maybe, because the mosquitoes also are part of the ecosystem. Maybe there was another animal that eat them, and the fact that we killed all of them, we are not giving the food to another animal to survive, and we fucked up the whole ecosystem just for our benefit, just because we thought that was a great idea to get rid of a mosquito. In reality, yes, mosquitoes are painful, but maybe they're just meant to be painful because they have other function in the bigger picture. So even with nature, like, if nature is rebelling to us, maybe there is a reason. Maybe we are destroying the nature, so the nature is getting rid of us. Everything, when you approach it in a mystical way, you understand that good and bad cannot be separated, and something that might look good is not actually that good. Maybe not immediately, but later on you will realize that it wasn't that good. Vice versa, something that is really bad, it might end up later on was the best things that could happen. So this double face of reality, if we take it in consideration in every day, in every little action that you do, you will realize that good and bad does not have separation. There is just us understanding more and pushing our limits of intelligence, pushing our interpretation, pushing our views more far from the immediate and ego desire of, oh, I want to get rid of the evil, I want to get rid of catastrophe, I want to save people. Yes, of course would be amazing, but sometimes the question is even that the good things to do? Is even that? If Mother Nature decided something needs to be extinct because it doesn't work in the ecosystem, that is Mother Nature telling you that you're not a successful species and you're meant to die because you're not bringing anything good to the environment, or you did not understand that good and bad has a mission for you. You lose a bus and you are super angry because you could not control it, you lost the bus. Maybe that bus did an accident and you didn't take it because it was meant for you not to take it. Death of people, if the planet is not functioning, if we are destroying the planet, if we are polluting the planet, we deserve to die. If it's just meant to be like that, it will be like that. if you don't see that there is always a bigger picture, you cannot control everything all the time. Yes, we can explore, yes, we can improve. Science will give us the tool maybe to, you know, predict natural catastrophe and prevent them or save people, but we are not able to decide what is the best solution, what is the best for the full galaxy. I mean, for the full space. It's like when you have a virus. You know, you have a virus. We can decide to control the virus, and we save a lot of people. Let's say. We save a lot of people, and then we realize that that virus was meant to kill people because we were too much and we didn't balance out in the ecosystem. So we were just too many people. So that was a way for Mother Nature to rebalance out the things. I don't know, anything that happened to you that in appearance it could look unfair, it could look like, oh, I could have done something. Maybe we are not used to anymore to accept what is meant to be and what is not meant to be. We don't give anymore this, we don't honor the mystery anymore, because the truth is never just one. The truth can be is most of the time multiple truth. Cannot have this boldness to feel omniscient. We are not. We need to stop acting like we are, because we are not. You know, even when we talk about like very heavy topic like pregnancy or, for example, abortion. From one side, you can say, oh yes, this is good, because you know, if a woman want to get rid of the child, now she can. We developed the technology and the medicine to do that. Maybe this girl was meant to have a child. The fact that she didn't have it, the fact that we intervene in nature, you know, later on this girl could regret it. And so that choice that in the beginning appeared so right, after it appeared not right. A person who has been victim of rape, you know, they can be angry with the world and thinking that it's an injustice, or perhaps later on they can use it to help other people. So in every concept, we cannot look for one truth because it does not exist. We need to consider truth and keep our mind open for other ways that we can read this truth. The worst darkness maybe happened for a reason. The most darkest things maybe happened for us to see something. If nature was not killing people and getting all rebellious toward us, we would probably did not feel the fact that we are killing the planet. So we would have keep behaving like nothing is happening. Instead, nature is killing us, or anyway, the catastrophes are created, and maybe some people needed to die in order for the whole population to wake up and think, oh my god, what is happening? What are we doing to this planet that is reacting so bad to us? We are more a parasite compared, you know, we're not a functional species because the planet is unhappy. So what I'm saying is just, I'm not saying to shut up and let nature or catastrophe destroy us. I'm saying we need to keep them, observe them, and respect them, because maybe there is another way to see them that we did not take in consideration. Because there is a lie that good and bad exist. Good and bad does not exist. we are meant to experiment both. We are meant to see the lessons in both. We are meant to evolve from both. You know, this raises a lot of very interesting topic which I love to dig in deeply. Even when we talk about advanced technology, for example, in medicine, you know, when you are able, the person is in coma, the person wants to die, or anyway, this person wants to die, he's tired of being in coma, etc. Now we develop the technology to keep it alive. But is that fair? Is that right? Or is that wrong? The line between right and wrong can always change very quickly, because we don't know. The person is in coma, it cannot tell us if he wants to die or if he wants to stay. But at the same time, we are playing with our knowledge. We decide to be like little in laboratory and keep alive things that maybe are meant to die. So that's why humility, humbleness, and really observing things and contemplation is the key for a more advanced species of beings. Because we cannot deny the dark side of nature. We cannot be angry with the dark side of nature. If we are meant to die, we will die. If you are meant to die today, you will die today. For something, maybe just across the street, bam, get hit by a bus. Yes, we can be angry. Yes, we can think, oh, we could do so many things to prevent it. But maybe it was meant to be. We could for sure put our best behave to prevent it, for sure. But maybe there was a second meaning. Maybe it was meant to be, because thanks to your death, now they decide to do something about that road or about that traffic light. So you understand the complexity of this topic, really. Maybe there was a second option, a second way to look at it that we did not consider. So thank you so much for that comment. I really enjoy to talk about these things and hear point of view. I like constructive discussions because this is a way forward for evolution, considering with not judging and exploring topics is the key. And it's not about that I don't care rationalizing things. Of course, we have to rationalize things at some point. This is how they trained us. They trained us to rationalize. But what I'm saying to you is that there are some stuff that cannot be rationalized. So what we're gonna do about it? We cannot avoid them just because they cannot be rationalized. We need to still take them in consideration and trying to get what we can get from it. Injustice, evil, darkness, bad events, being against them, trying to prevent them is good. Having anger towards them is not functioning. If they happen, there must be a reason. If pain and destruction is part of our history, is part of our evolution, a reason must be. And we need to take in consideration that really, 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 really carefully. In every topic, there is always more than one truth. It's almost impossible to find a topic that does not have a double truth. That's all. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time. If you have other questions, let me know. I'm actually thinking to do some face-to-face conversation and then upload them, because I think people will be more interested in seeing a dynamic conversation instead of seeing me just talking for hours. I feel boring. But anyway, you let me know. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Like and subscribe and message me if you need.